When I made that Chiefs video about 2 months ago, I figured that some of my takes would probably be wrong. And to a point, one or two of them were. They are not the most boring team in football, and instead they are the most infuriating and annoying team in football. I think we can all say this as a group of football lovers. We hate the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes has not played like Mahomes. The defense has regressed. Travis Kelce has regressed. Their running game has gotten worse. But yet somehow, someway, they are 11-1. And the only reason they are 11-1 is because they are sacrificing babies, goats, children, anything they can under that stadium. Hell, I wouldn't even be surprised if Chiefsaholic is the one being responsible for this. The Chiefs are so incredibly infuriating because they don't deserve to win these games. Who in their right mind thought that they deserve to win against the Chargers? They deserve to win against the Broncos. The only game, and they got their ass handed to them that they lost, was against Buffalo. And I think that ignited some curse on Buffalo because Josh Allen is having a franchise year for him. But yet, he's losing to the Rams in SoFi Stadium after putting up 6 touchdowns. Make it make sense. The Kansas City Chiefs have not changed at all from the beginning of the season. You want to tell me that team right there, that team over there, that has struggled against various opponents like the Carolina Panthers, you're going to tell me that team is going to get primed and ready for the playoffs? Guess what? You're fool's gold. You want to know something? We saw this in 2020 with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Guess what? Records don't mean shit when you can't win good games. And you have not won games good at all this season. You won your home opener because of a toe. You beat the Panthers barely by the fact that everything gets away from the Chiefs when it comes to penalties. You beat the Chargers off a doink with Matt Nagy on your coaching staff. I don't care. I do not care what anyone else says. This is one of the worst teams in the NFL, and I will wait until I am proven wrong. Guess what? You don't suddenly get to act like you're all high and mighty and Super Bowl contenders when you're barely beating teams. Guess what? The Chargers are probably going to get one and done in the playoffs because teams like the Bills and the Ravens are just better than them. And Steelers are even better than them too. But yet the Chiefs just get away with everything in the book. Look at the last drive against the Chargers. I get it's really easy to just point shit out, but there were so many false starts, so many holds that they weren't called, and it's asinine. There's no way in hell that this team has any semblance of an ideology going into the playoffs. This team is literally, let's see, did we reach our sacrifice quota for today? 10 babies? Let's put 12 just to make sure. We need to make good old Satan happy after all. I genuinely don't know how this team keeps on getting away with it. I don't get it. This team's bad. This team couldn't even beat the Bengals. This team barely beat the Bengals at the beginning of the season. And now they're going to go into Cleveland against Jameis Winston, who's not going to throw a single pick all game. But yet at the very end of the game, lightning's going to strike down Jerry Jeudy or something, and he's going to die on the field because that's how this Chiefs bullshit works. They're 12-1. And they are the most fraudulent 12-1 that I have ever seen. barely beating the Raiders because guess what? They have a rookie center. Barely beating the Panthers. Getting a blocked field goal off the Broncos. Having to win in overtime against the Buccaneers. Not only that again, but also keeping both games against the Raiders close. Guys, remember, the Raiders, who are probably the worst team in the NFL this year, the Chiefs have somehow looked worse than them at points. This team's driving me mad. It's driving me mad so much to the point that, like, how do they keep on getting away with it? There is no other answer other than they are sacrificing goats, babies, and everything. And I am trying my best to find the positives within this team. But who's having a breakout year on that team? Who out there is playing their ass off every single game? Tell me, because I'll tell you what, it's not Travis Kelce, it's not Patrick Mahomes, it's not any of their middling wide receivers who would be scrubs on any other team. It's not Isaiah Pacheco because he got hurt. It's not Carson Steele, who is somehow leading in Pro Bowl votes for the AFC. Pro Bowl doesn't matter, but still, what? It's not Kareem Hunt because... It's not Chris Jones, because who's talking about Chris Jones right now? It's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. The Chiefs make me so pissed because there are teams like the Bears, like the Bengals, like the Buccaneers that have to get their heart broken every single fucking week because some bullshit pops up and absolutely just tanks their confidence, tanks their season, and just makes everything worse. Yet, somehow, someway, the Kansas City Chiefs, who are being held by duct tape and the power of Satan, gets to just go out there and be like, ooh, whoop-de-doo, I'm gonna hit the crossbar. Oh, it went in. Yippee, let's all be happy now. I'm going to be real. Patrick Mahomes, you are very, very, very much on fraud watch after this season. You've been good. I am not going to say that he hasn't. But here is the thing. The fact of the matter is, we have seen from time and time again that Mahomes this season has been awful and that he needs people to bail him out. Mahomes has regressed so much this season. So much that he's not even a top 10 quarterback anymore. He might not even be top 15. Like, there's a genuine conversation where Bo Nix has been out-dueling Patrick Mahomes. That's right, Mr. Old as fuck rookie over there is out-dueling the MVP last year. Or no, not last year, a year ago. They piss me off so fucking much. They're the new Patriots. We used to make a joke about that, but it's literally true. Like, I haven't seen this much bullshit since whatever the fuck was Pittsburgh and Patriots in 2017. Like, I wish I had an answer to why they are this infuriating, but I just don't. I don't get it. I literally don't get it. And maybe that's the moral of the story when it comes to the Chiefs. No one's going to get them because the world is doom and gloom. God loves the Chiefs and hates everyone else in the NFL, apparently. Because I can't imagine any other time where a team got this lucky. It is getting to the point where I would call Chiefs a Mickey Mouse team. Like, they are up there with the 2020 Lakers and the 2020 Dodgers in terms of a Mickey Mouse team.
Gonna cry?
It is genuinely one of the most embarrassing things that I have seen from a football team. And I have to sit down and watch the Chicago Bears. That's right, Chicago Bears play football every week. Fuck those goddamn Chiefs. I hate them.